My name is Beverly Anderson. I'm a candidate for a Master's in Educational Technology at Boise State University. This video will be broken down into 3 parts. First, a brief introduction about me and my journey through the EdTech program. Second, a few projects I created and am proud to showcase. And finally, a conclusion to my program here at Boise State University. Let me take a few moments to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm originally from eastern Montana, but moved to Colorado for warmer weather and less wind. I currently teach 7th grade exploratory French through high school, French level 4 classes at a charter school in Greeley, Colorado. Before that, I taught French levels 1 through 4 and was a media specialist that also taught media production classes for 10 years in Montana. I'm in my 18th year of teaching and still thoroughly enjoy it. The first project is from EdTech 502, Internet for Educators. It is an interactive concept map. I really enjoyed this class and this particular project because I'd never worked with HTML or CSS, and it was like a puzzle for me. Sometimes it worked and sometimes it drove me crazy. I understand this class was just the very basics of HTML, but it has piqued my interest and I will most definitely take more classes in this area. The project was used to teach us how to add hot links while teaching schools how to take an active role in addressing student internet access and therefore potentially avoiding problems. With proper education in internet use and etiquette, students become more responsible and learn to use social networking as a tool. For this page, what I did is I did what schools can do in order to avoid potential problems. The first most important thing, I think, is to have a clear policy with a strong focus on educationally valuable use of the internet. Number 2 is student education about online safety and responsible use. Number 3, effective technical monitoring. And number 4, appropriate consequences. 3 websites that I thought could be very useful for various things, for blogging, for anything basically. Tumblr, Feedly, and YouTube, all of them can be potentially dangerous, but if the 4 basic bullet points here are followed, they can be very safe for students to use. Another project created in EdTech 502 was a virtual field trip. I loved creating this for my French classes because it is an online field trip designed to take students on a tour of French cities and the Normandy region without ever leaving the classroom. Included in the tour are an interactive Google map with links to each place, images, music, video clips, and a quiz with an answer key. Today being Bastille Day, there's a quick little music clip. There are video clips. There's a photo tour where you can go to the beaches of Normandy, the D-Day landing beaches, and watch a video. And then you finish it all with this assignment being structured so that students went to quality websites and were able to find the information on those sites. Using integrated technology allowed the learner a better opportunity to engage themselves with the learning objectives of the field trip that would not be possible using just a textbook or just a video. After they navigated the website, what they would do is they would take this little quiz, and once they were finished, to make sure that they had the right answers, they could go to the answer key and find the answers there. Strasbourg is another place that I had the students go. Aix-en-Provence was another one. And then Biarritz, which is in the edge of the Basque Country. The second class I would like to show off is EdTech 541, Integrating Technology Video into the Classroom Instruction. I loved this class because it was all about creating. The first project is integrating video in classroom instruction, and I created a video-enhanced lesson plan called Why Study French. The purpose of this lesson is to motivate and encourage students to study French Students take a greater interest in learning the subject if they can understand the purpose of the information as it relates to their lives. Students in my classes come from a variety of backgrounds, from underprivileged to very wealthy world travelers. This lesson will be an introduction to the history of languages and end with the impact of French in society. Through various videos and class discussion, students will see how French relates to them. The following are 10 videos that could be used at the beginning of a French class to help students understand why they learn another language. Various videos I had were why study a foreign language, why learn a second language, 14 benefits of learning a second language, the importance of foreign languages, did you know? Teens speak over 20 languages, things to avoid when learning a foreign language, how languages evolve, Latin, its Indo-European language family, French language across the world, hacking language, learning, Benny Lewis, TEDx Warsaw. The second project from EdTech 541 is a content area presentation, writing an ebook using a language arts activity. In this activity, students are asked to write an ebook using the 5 essential elements of a story. This is what we used in the middle school, so I carried it on to my freshman classes. They are asked, what makes you want to turn a page? Before they begin writing their ebooks using the 5 elements of the lesson, students were given a rubric. The students then read their books out loud while their books were being projected on the screen to the class. A formal assessment followed the writing unit to evaluate the understanding of the 5 essential elements. So basically, what I did is I gave them the story of the 5 essential elements, which are right here, and then after that they had to, it's just a brief explanation of each element. Then they had to write their own book in French. I started with my level 2s, and then my level 3s and 4s also wanted to do it, so we did it in those classes as well. This is Monsieur Cuisinier, and we just wrote a quick ebook, and they could pick their own topics, their own pictures, and then they presented them to the class, like I said, using the projector. The last class I would like to showcase a project in is in EdTech 554, a communications project. Again, this class allowed my creative side to go crazy with new programs and technology. This was a podcast assignment designed to introduce students to the Basque people and to help them understand that there are different regional languages and cultures within France. The main objective is to give a brief overview of the mysterious people's history, language, culture, while making students explore the diversity of their own heritage and cultural backgrounds. This basically, there were 3 podcasts that I created during this project, and they are basically about the Basques, and I just really wanted the kids to explore their own backgrounds as well. And so they would always ask me, who are the Basques and where do they come from, because most people have never heard of them. So I did 3 little quick podcasts. The first one is Who Are They? The history of them. The second one is Food, Drink, and Sports. And the third, Music and Dance. And so then after that, I had each student create their own podcast about their cultural background. The next assignment that we did, or the next 554 class project that I liked, was a digital learning experience, or a DLE. It is a lesson plan for a web quest called Passport to Paris, and let me get it on here. Well, so it's Passport to Paris. This page was designed to provide teachers with a cross-curricular, real-life overview that allows students to collaborate and produce the entire assignment online. This assignment allowed me to create a meaningful project that I can use in my classes anytime at any level. The purpose of the WebQuest is designed to help students become more comfortable with using math in practical life situations. They will become familiar with creating budgets, travel itineraries, and research for travel by guiding students through planning and budgeting a trip to France while exploring the geography, language, cultures, and cuisine of the country. The students will prepare a presentation about their one-week itinerary for a family of 4 with a budget of $7,000 and thereby explore the complexities of planning an all-inclusive itinerary. So basically what the students needed to do is I grouped them into 4, random groups of 4, and they each had a task that they had to do, and so they had a hat that they had to wear. One was considered the transportation coordinator, the other one accommodation specialist, next a recreation expert, and a financial consultant. So these groups of 4, what I did is I broke them into separate times of the year, one in high tourist season, another in like winter time when it's a lot cheaper to travel to France, and just various times throughout the year. And so the students were able to see how traveling at different times of the year can either make or break your bank account. They actually hated it at first because they didn't work well together in groups, and they found out that once they each did their part and were responsible for their part for the entire group, they did much better. So we did one the first semester, and then we did a second one the second semester, and the one the second semester took half the time, and the kids understood what their roles were within the group. The last page is a teacher page, and it just gives you the purpose, rationale, and different the standards and how you could use it differently. So let me conclude this presentation by saying that I am intrigued by the new possibilities of the various technologies I have learned of in this Master's in Educational Technology program used for enhancing teaching and learning. With the new knowledge I have gained in this program, I know I can help educators appreciate well-crafted technological tools for instruction and assessment. It is my goal to transition into a school district or an institution of higher education as a technology coordinator, and to team up with those that are attempting to create and refine the school's technology plans and implementation. Although I enjoy being a classroom teacher, I am looking forward to a new chapter in my life where I can either teach educators how to incorporate technology in a meaningful way or take on the role of technology coordinator in a school or university. When I began this program, I was nervous and scared that I didn't have what it took to succeed, because it had been a very long time since I sat in the classroom as a student. I commend all of my professors for teaching me how to use technology in a non-intimidating way with helpful, constructive criticism. I now have the confidence moving forward and the skills to allow me to succeed in a new career. I could not have asked for a better program. Thank you, Boise State University Educational Technology professors. You have made me a better teacher.